Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment and I play one round of my game and then I decide what I work on today. Starting takes a few seconds. One command in the terminal, wait again. Lines need to appear. Still waiting, okay, should be ready. One's in the browser. Closed for me. Let's reset. And I play musician today. Okay, I'm the guy in the middle. First I have to choose a class, I check the position, sign. It's the sides are enemies. If I come close to them, they attack me. Bar above my head is my HP, which is 0, I die, and if I die, I get a high score based on how far away from the middle I died. Now the goal is to get as far away from the middle as possible. I get stronger the more I kill, enemies get stronger further away I am. Wow. This shouldn't have happened, but it doesn't matter. Take square in, take speed, take don't know, this doesn't sound too great, but that's what I want. I like more. I multiply. Don't necessarily need it here. Let's do it. Shield is good. This is incorrect. Not what I want. Slow is good. I think another damage over time is the best. Ding. Go. And win. Okay. Copy last replay. Musician. Yeah. This musician is done. Increase version 66. And what do I work on today? Small stuff. Mouse hard to see sometimes, so make an option to visualize it better. Pathfinding performance, maybe enemy. Oh, I think this is something I'm interested to try out today. So let's try to make, maybe this is an option here in settings. I can also look in the damage meter. Damage over time is the most. At tool levels, it's expected. Square only had one level. I had 6, so Sign should do 6 times more damage, at least in the last split. It's 5 times, so for some reason Square does really good damage compared to Sign. interesting, perfect. Both have 1 level. Now Sign has 2 levels. I think it does double, so it should be 20 and 10. It's also interesting. Okay, the difference is that Square always hits if there's something to it, and Sign can fly it into nothing. Really the difference. But if I play well, Sign can even hit multiple times. Okay. Okay, good. Want a new... Let's first snipe as a mouse. Then a setting when to display it. This is Game Paint. Go up. What would it be? In my character stats? My character stats, I do not appear. Horse tags, it's not. Need more info. Do I want to be above more info with this mouse? I think it doesn't need to be, at least in the current UI. I think it's also possible to give a different cursor, but die. Let's just start here, paint, bigger cursor, bigger mouse. I will need CTX and game. Do I? I need export. Put it here for the moment. Do I have it relative canvas position? I want to paint CTX and image. No, image. Draw image. And I need the image. I take it from Snipe. Aim. Image name Snipe aim. Image name Snipe aim. image. I need to import. This is mouse X and mouse Y and I. Slightly delayed. Interesting. Okay, the first, it's not. I need to move it left and right. Do I have? Don't have the widths here, but it's 20. Not best, but let's do it. So it's definitely shouldn't be this much behind, should it? Is this wrong? No, it should be right. Let's find out. My tool is the correct one. Where is it getting set? Selective mouse. Mouse move. Okay. Now it feels better. Okay, if I move slowly, it's behind. Okay, but good enough. But let's don't a minute. Restart. Is it whether mouse can change? No, per JavaScript, is it CSS? Cursor T. I definitely can use existing cursors. Image, can I? Does he say? I can see different one, but I would be interested in none. Okay. And here's an image. This is what I wanted to try. schedule. Okay, cursor URL, and what does auto say? Let's try. I put in my index file. I try in that in the canvas tile. It's tiles or styles? Let's try style. Okay. None is correct. Is it an equals? Is this an colon? I'm unsure. Incorrect what I did. Cursor. None. Works. It is a colon. No. That's incorrect. It's style. Why did it the line under it? Because it was empty, probably. Okay. And if I give this an image, URL pass to image, my pass to image. Go to snipe. It's the right one. Index. And this. No, doesn't like. It's not an URL. Tell me, invalid property value. Am I missing the auto? Okay, I need the auto. Try again. See what happens. Okay, this is I now snipe at the top left position. Can I offset? Another search. Why is it so slow? Act browser. CSS mouse offset image. This is my problem. Okay, I can put two values here. Perfect. Next try here, 2020. Okay. Perfect. Okay, this is nice. Now I need this to be. When does he loads the image might be also interesting. It's not from the start. I let's do it as a CSS property. No order mouse aim. Oh, do I use mouse aim icon? Then I do this, and I do this. Same too. Okay, now I should rename it the aim cursor. I remove the bit in as class. Interested if he notice that the cursor aim is loaded. Doesn't load it twice. I want to have it as a setting. Should it be saved? Could thing settings, the checkbox. Disable damage number. Aim cursor should complain. To find it somewhere. I have aim cursor. I Boolean false. Do this, and I need to can this be saved? Does it break my local storage? And setting check. Because go to I go search. I will see. It doesn't have any effect currently. I want a minute. On off. I have to react on the click and on load. Might be different. On this I can react. Add the checkbox. I add the HTML. I add the event listener. I set the setting. And then I save. I should roll some code. Have no functionality behind it, which is only need to be executed on change. Does it? G checkbox has its own. Could put in a function I call. Or I better I call my own function. Function set aim cursor class toggle more set and active all I need to find I get game. No, I active and game. game canvas. Class list add. If this doesn't exist, I return. If can I remove what is not here? Let's see. If activate, rename it. Add. If add and contains, is that correct? Contains. What did I call it? Not index. Where's my CSS? Yep. And not contained. Edit. Oops. If other way around, it's not add and it's contains, then I remove it. And execute. Checkbox. Event change. On. Okay, I have the game. Have the. Do I need? I have the checkbox. And if checkbox ID is how did I call it? In cursor. I put in game. I put in checkbox checked. No, checkbox checked. Thanks. And now I can execute this. And I have the checkbox and I have the game. And I need to do it here too. Yeah, if the settings exist, I load it and I execute. Okay. This might be it. Where's the aim? Here's the aim. Delete it. Did not work. Should. Settings exists. Something doesn't add up. I go into the settings. Go to yeah. Settings checkbox. This one doesn't react on it. Let's go here. Settings. Yes, settings exist is full. Okay. I know it's false, but I wanted to so the reason is I only save it if it exists as a setting. Because it's new, he doesn't know it yet. And I cannot know on one time this is one that should exist, I guess. Need to reset? Can I determine this differently? I put in the settings. Then I want it to exist could be a way to say it. These ones don't have the settings. Here I put in the settings. Okay, this might be a way to do it. Settings exist. It's false. If I should change it. Whole things should be if settings. Then do it. Did I delete too much? Here was good. Setting exists if setting exists. If it doesn't exist yet, I can say settings checkbox name is now false. settings. It's not undefined. Things look stored. Okay, let's do this here too. I set it to false. Doesn't exist. Now it make it exist. Okay. Probably have no name cursor. I reload. Saved it. It might be a bit easier to see. This is an iPad makes sense, but tutorial. I could hope it's better to see in, it doesn't scale. Okay, but it's what I wanted. And I think here I have to a moment. I can keep it this way. I had these words. Name color class. If I need this globally someday, move it then. Somewhere I had something left. Yeah, this is no longer required. Function A is not exported. A bit down. Then I'm done. Settings for bigger mouse. Okay. Next enemy collision. Let me think. probably on game tick. Let's see. Game condition detection. Yes. Me. Yes, okay. Act 1, Act 2. Enough for me. I will have circles. Collision detected. But I have infinite. I need calculates the distance, correct? But again, no, I'm not interested in polygon. See. This is not quite what I can do. This might be it. Might be the first one I need to look into. What I'm looking for. Current space partitioning systems. This is new space partition. It's a tree. Okay. Okay, base idea split. This, for my case, me think if I've. Okay, let's write some down. Enemy collision, I can have 1, 2, let's say 2000 enemies in one chunk. Check only enemies in one chunk. Can have 1 to 2000 enemies in one. Yes, it can be. Can happen. This can be more, but this is can happen. Should consider. Collision check will be fast. Something like this. Okay. For this, I think this number is the problem, which means I need this space partitioning. Maybe I should also only check for specific enemies. No, or only check chunks, active chunks. Adjacent to players. What do I do this? Well, it's a performance improvement I could do if necessary. Okay, so is interesting here if I have an enemy on one side, barely on one side, let's say it. Can put them in smaller and smaller spaces. Does it mean I miss them in the end? Should I? Okay, I should also only one check per tick if moving enemies because of collision might be pushed onto other enemies. Okay. So what would be the code? How should it work? Iterate over 2k enemies. Then somehow order them, sort them. Two. Should I prevent too much checking? At least I have to sort them. Can 2k enemies be on one place if I do collision? Should also say only collide very close together. Hmm. Somehow thought this is a question. If I split them like this, I could also check if less than two, let's say 4 enemies. Just check these 4 medals. Make the next. I think if I have more enemies, but if I only have 4 enemies, is it worth it? Then my sorting should be fast too. Worst case would be check all 2k enemies with all other 2k is squared behavior. As I absolutely do not want. I want, in best case, iterate over them once. So, would be best. Best case would be 2x, maybe. Iterate over them, sort them in some structure, and the structure tells me collided. Mhm. It's more complex than what I need. Those behind. CD. One, oh, he splits stuff. This is not what I need. Let's see ChatGPT. I want to build collision detection in my 2D JavaScript game. I have around 2000 circles, x and y coordinates, x, y, and x coordinates, and radius value. How can I circles move each tick in random actions? How can I efficiently and I'm confused. Efficiently. Oh, here this is missing. Check collision. Yes, exactly. Perfect. What would I find? Exactly. Base positioning. Still. What is? Same node or neighboring nodes. Okay, this is the idea. Circles? What is circles? An array of circles. To grid. Is a key, is an object. I get a key and I edit based on this. I have similar things. Then I get the neighbors. For each neighbor I check each. He should have himself. Okay, this is still not enough. This is a basic idea, but the most important thing is missing how I split them up. I them into grids. How about I put them into tiles and only check tile collision? Not even neighbors. And then let's see what happens. This would be a first try. So it's up to 2 enemies. Sorting is sort them on 2 tiles. Only check for collision inside 1 tile. This is simple. Now, where do I do it? I have my tick. Not this tick. Stick. I. Stuff. Tick characters. Tick map characters. Tick characters. All characters are all map characters. That's maybe small name change. No, not all map, all. Yes, all map characters. It's actually not what I need. I need per chunk. But I could do. Could also measure it. Take map characters. Do something like detection, tick, and character. I will need just the game. Oh, not this way. Function. Game. I will need all game state map active chunks. I will some vision time measuring characters collision. Let's move this down. And divide it. How do I do it? I have one chunk. Const current chunk is game state map chunks I, the current chunk characters. So I have balloon. Do I need order? Don't think so. Let character of chunk characters character, it has an X and a Y. Chunk offset. I don't need a chunk offset. A chunk size. Game state map tile size time. Chunk length. Tile X is character X modulo chunk size. Takes this out, I divide by tile size, and I floor it. Same for so const tile enemies is a two-dimensional array. The character two-dimensional array is correct, I guess. Now enemies tile X tile Y push character complaints. So it's three-dimensional. I have to check if this is undefined and this is undefined. And now is this correct? have the push on it. Now this should be correct. It's initiate. Okay. I pushed enemies. In the array. Now I need for I'm confused. I might have gaps. It's better to have checked. Push keys in. I could cons tiles to check. This, if I remember, if I push, the length is somewhere bigger. It reaches 2. This is faster for fewer enemies. Slower for less enemies. Okay, let's ignore for now. Do I have a length on them? I'm currently unsure what happens. Add test array test equals 3. What is test? Test point length 3. Because I empty times 2. Okay. Let's start with it. J. Do I need a K? This is bigger. 1. I. Is correct. The length, it couldn't be empty. It is empty. test on undefined. Okay. So if I try to get the length on it, it's undefined. That's not good. So if it's, I continue with the next. HJ is not, I continue. And IJ exists, there should be an enemy inside, so I can loop. Collision check between two enemies. J. This neighbor is equals key. Start with I plus 1, else with 0. Okay, I don't double check. Stand. So I have enemy 2. Start on enemy 1 plus 1. Is this correct? Start 0, 1. I check the first one with all coming after. The second one doesn't need to be checked with the first one again. After, okay. And then I calculate distance between enemy 1, enemy 2. These are numbers. Index 1, enemy index 2. I have star. Let's call it this way. Enemy index. Distance. So distance smaller. It's Once collision radius is I need size. Of size of no, there's no size. I have widths. Let's do this. This would be a wheel collision. Let's start with this for once. So if it's a distance, then I have a collision. And I would need to move the enemies. And how do I move them? The leash pulls together. Could do something similar. I have, for pets, I have some code. Let's see how I did collision character. Owner. Okay. Probably, should I call it collision? Move position with it collision. By direction and distance. Calculate direction. New move position. At direction. But this needs to check collision. Okay, this can check collisions. What else? That with which I collide and the place I move to. Gives me a direction. In my case, I have direction and distance. Okay, but this is the function I will need. I move the position. Okay. Some function like this I need. Const direction is calculate direction between mu1 and 2. Check everyone with every. Why not? One, two, consts. So enemy 2 move direction, I move enemy 2 move direction by some distance. I check collision with the map, yes. Put in the map. Something const vision move distance divided by 2. Move enemy 1 by let's put pi a degree in the other direction. I move this, I move them, I check for collision. Does he know it's a map character? Collision. No. This is a problem. He moves them. Is there a move map character? Nee. I would expect something is not right. Go to character. Let's make an error here, so I find back. I want enemy. Here, he does move stick. Calculate direction. Okay, something doesn't add up. Character tick. Character move. Plate move position. Step collision. Why do I care for chunks? I only check for blocking. Again, missed it. Move character tick. I am map character. Character tick. Die. Set character position. And then okay, I can do this. So let's do const enemy. Is it a const? Yes, I can do it. Const enemy on process and x y enemy. No, 1y is, and then I do this enemy on pause. This would be responsible for. Did I miss? Game state map. Perfect. And in here, same here for me too. And let's do it in position. Sync. This could be it. I have no idea. Let's see what happens. Is it already part of? I think yes. No, they stack, they don't. Didn't I reload maybe? Take time measures. Map characters collision. So already a lot. And it doesn't do anything. Why? Something doesn't add up. See, I am in character. I am at the end. I check here. I go in here. I check here. I got here. So now I want to be here. No collision detected yet. Oh, already a collision detected. Interesting. Let's see. I have Distance 0. What? Enemy 1, enemy 2, enemy YJ. Oh, here, okay. Debug. That is so too. Next. Let's go over it. Even here they don't react. Let's go. Where am I? Tell me. Distance is smaller. Should go in here, doesn't he? It's fine. Completion move distance. Does he? Here it works, but now they wobble around. Okay, this is the reason they only work in one chunk. In the 0, 0 chunk. I go Q and chunk. Get the characters here. I do chunk size and divide and would expect. Would assume, even if it's a big number, it should 1. I'm unsure what I need to look for. Let's pull a few enemies. Take. They are split a bit. Or they will reach. Now I need to see data. I am given chunk is don't see the key. I is 1 minus 1 minus 3. That's correct. File enemies. Three. I have something doesn't add up. the number, not it. 10 would be fit 3 enemies. Maybe is a better part to check. Doesn't it check if a certain tile have more enemies? And this doesn't trigger. Why? I'm doing something wrong. Only works. Knock. Chunk. Chunk key. It here. Now. Chunky. Tile. X tile. This will spam quite a lot. Stop this idea. Can I check? Let's first see what he does. Negative numbers. I remember. I don't want negative numbers. And I have the modulo or something. Modulo. Number mod. I think this is positive modulo. Chunk size. Let's verify this is positive mode. Yes. Probably remove this again. Where did he stop? Perfect. Move this. Take timer. Map character collision is. They are quite jumpy. this can be fixed. First of all, collision radius will added by 2 more, and distance I will do 4, and let's see what happens. This feels a lot better. Now to verify that they do not push themselves. Make myself tanky. Do I? Tanky, okay. Let's gather a lot. I have collision. It's eating my frames. Yep. It generally works, but it's not efficient enough. What I could do is I can everything but this and see what the my tests say. Do we play? Tamer is we? I'm confused. I did musician, did I not let it run yesterday? I didn't let it run, okay. %, okay, the big enemies should be very minor impact. So 7%. These are small enemies. This should have the biggest impact. %. It's a lot. Should be a minor impact on musician again because he's a new replace. Okay. I have some idea of the impact. And it can be even worse. So I need to improve. What could I do? I could increase the size I split on. Might help. Tile size. I double it again. Should just work. I have and didn't enable it. See how it affects. Still looking decent. I could also do it for certain chunks. I could do collision chunkies. And loop over them. I only do 9. This would probably already take a lot of the, but for every player it rises. Okay, but first I think the chunk changed. Let's try game test. I'm only interested in builder. Up and C. Test. No, I need to disable the last step again, so it doesn't change the play. Maybe it's the more enemies in a chunk, the more checks, the more I split it. No, I'm not 8 times 8, but 16 times 16. Interesting. Oh, I still need to stop. I was even slower. So this change did not help at all. Interesting. Um, don't want collision yet to come to an end for today. Should I still try? So I have check only enemies on chunk, only collide very close together. This chunk engine. This I did not do. It's more or less. Code, so collision. Not formed enough yet. I can do this. So I reduce amount of chunks I check by a lot. See, let's try the active chunk, go to definition. With this, let's do collision, active collision chunk keys, check chunk keys. And now I have active chunk keys. Somewhere I need to active collision. Things. It's initialized. I need to fill them somewhere. Is it here? Determine active chunks. I have characters, map keys and distance, active chunk range. I have a second value. Active chunk range. For now, let's do not care. So I duplicate, determine active, collision, check chunks. I check this in here. I check if they're not dead. And I now do a different way. Let's do 400. And I do active chunky, active collision chunky. And I do it here. In inputs. I now have now I can check these. I do not set it so I can run a new test run. And stop. 27%. This is the time 50 and was 46 before. That's more 10%, which is good. So it seems to help a lot in this case. Let's just try around again. To activate it. See, should not. Didn't I activate it? Reload. To the Did I break it in some other way? I'm confused. Yes, here's the incorrect diff chunk case. Here's a misconception. To one more test. Now it works again. Okay, I need to check again. Checks against the wrong chunk enemies. It's Okay, let's stop here. And I had will 4% 5.2. This is acceptable. So fields only the nearest, but now I have still the problem of too many close enemies. So time measures, I want to this direction. I make a very tanky, or I have to activate it. That works. Okay. Skills, not too bad. Let's see. Oh, active chunk on 400 enemies, and half of the time and he's also getting slow because of paint reasons. Damage numbers. Here is 8, 10. Okay, the more they stack, the more they if I wait on one point, I basically stack them on one location. Pull them a bit more spread apart. It's getting better as it's. I have to test it, but I shouldn't activate it yet. Active chunk collision checks is not relevant, but consequences I here tick map characters, activate in currently deactivated in maps. Okay, sync. Still check for chunks. Maybe I should make it shorter. Okay, then let's to an end. I move this down again. I don't know where it was. Yeah, I think I test all. I expect everything should work. This collision is not activated. Mouse cursor thing shouldn't have any influence. I shouldn't click too much, but let's see. 35 is the all time. Long ball, 35 all time. Me scroll. Why? Sniper might be slower because I scroll around here. I expect to be 10% faster approximately. I expect 3% faster. Or 7 was it? Something around it. 5%, okay. So everything works. I can do some final commit. Work in progress. Enum map enemy vision. Commit. Then my game tasks, I hope. This is done. Rolling too many enemies disable somehow. Okay. I could, this might be an idea, but no for now. Too many disable. And too many. Okay, these are ideas, and I end here for today. Thanks for watching, see you next time.